Howdy, folks, and welcome back to some more Boston Red Sox baseball here on the Tisbury 33 Games channel. We are ready to begin a new season, opening day upon us. Almost to 60 episodes in this series, and let me just take the second and say thank you all for all those who have liked, all those who have subscribed. We're closing in on 300 subscribers as this video goes up, so thank you all for that. It's been super fun to watch this channel grow the way it has over the course, the life cycle of this game, and we still have plenty more to do. Just like last year. Last year we were a little disappointing. I don't want to say that. We made the playoffs. We went to the second round. We did lose to the Yankees. They are projecting us for 95 wins this season, but I still think we have more in the tank, and we went out there and added. And we'll see the debut of Paul Skeens after this game here. But it is Dylan Cease on the bump for the Texas Rangers as we get 2031. I forget what year it is. We're so far into the franchise. I believe 2030 is the year we got. And that starts off with ball 4 to Riley Green. But then a strike him out, throw him out, ends the inning right there. So we do get a base runner, not our first hit yet. But Dylan Cease does get out of the inning unscathed. Nothing, still your scores. We head to the home half of the first, and it is Garrett Crochet. I feel like every time we play as Garrett Crochet, it's against the Rangers, and it is 2030 season as he won the 2029 Cy Young, putting up numbers like that. Filthy, gross, nasty stuff. Corey Seager, though, he'll draw the walk. As trying for a 1-2-3 inning, and it won't quite get there with the walk. Kobe Mayo, new offseason ad for the Rangers. Also, Corey Seager moving over to Kobe Mayo's position at first base. So Mayo more of a DH. Theo Gillen is there to squeeze it for the final out. Pick things back up in the top of the second inning, and it is a hanger that Tristan Casas hits into left field. He will get on his horse, try for second base. That's old friend Elliot Ramos tossing in from left field, and it will be a sliding double for Tristan Casas. Always nice to see him start off with the double extra bases, especially for as not fast as he is. And Ashton Fuqua also not that quick. We'll dump this one down the line. Ramos, a better throw, got to a little quicker. It will go down as an RBI, but an RBI single at that for Fuqua. Marcelo Meyer hits this one high, deep center field and at the track. Roman Anthony has to retreat back to first base, and Marcelo Meyer screwed out of a home run on opening day as he jogs back to the dugout. And then Theo Gillen, fastball a little bit below the knees, but he is tempted too much by it, and Cease does pick up the strikeout. We do score off a double and a single, and we take the lead first. However, Elliot Ramos had other plans. The reason we got him last year is because he murders lefties. Garrett Crochet, how good he is, still a lefty. Consider yourself murdered. 438 feet later, and it is a big fly for Elliot Ramos, signing I think it's like 6-7 years they signed. No, I'm lying. That's the Joe Adele contract, like the White Sox. I think he's a 5-year contract, about 15 or so per year. And Sal Frelick, I think I hate Sal Frelick now. This one goes deep, and this one's gone here in the third inning. So Sal Frelick, the Boston College baseball legend, drafted first round by the Brewers and a free agent pickup by the Rangers. And he goes deep in the third. Corey Seager, a guy who I would assume would go deep on Crochet, he's actually strikes out. And now as we end the third inning, it's the Rangers up 2-1 off of 2 solo shots on Garrett Crochet. Here's some of the free agent activity we've seen as Onyx Vega, former Red Sox farmhand, as we move on into the fourth inning. Dylan Cease still out there. Again, we haven't really seen much offensively since the second. And here comes Devers right on cue in that little indent over there in right center field, and Devers will be in there. He will slide at the end, but a leadoff double on the first pitch of the fourth inning for the Red Sox. Turn things over to Roman Anthony with 2 outs. We've seen this all too often. As you have a runner in scoring position, no outs. It will skip off the glove of Cease. He'll pick up fire, and it will be an infield single for Roman Anthony. I mean, he hit that ball hard, and I guess unlucky for Anthony, they didn't get through. That probably would have been an RBI single. Marcelo Myers asked to do the damage, a 12-6 that he puts a charge into left center field and caught at the track second time. Marcelo Meyer almost went deep. Willie Stowers ends those hopes both times, and if the Red Sox do not score off the leadoff double. Too many times we've told that story. Elliot Ramos, so nice, he's going to do it twice. Rafaela has a chance. Time it up, and just over the wall, and twice indeed. About 50 feet difference in the home run, but a home run's a home run. As long as you hit it over the wall, it counts most of the time, and that will be a home run by Elliot Ramos, his second of the day. Leland Frydenberg, for those who have really stayed with the series, know that this is a guy that we were looking on drafting early on in the season, or in the series, and he went to the Texas Rangers. He picks up a hit to put 2 on with 2 out for Ezekiel Duran. He goes the other way. Roman Anthony giving chase and will make the catch up against the wall. Almost could have been disaster. Elliot Ramos does strike again, make it 3-1 Rangers, as the Red Sox offense needs to get things going. Here's how it's fared so far. 6 strikeouts for Cease, a couple of hits, a couple of walks, and pretty much the same thing for Crochet other than just the home runs. It's really been the difference. Corey Seager will not strike out, but swing and miss there. But Frelick, who I hate now, will steal second base. Later on, Kobe Mayo with a runner on second base, and Christian Campbell will be there to put it away for the final out of the inning. So they do get a runner in scoring position, but they also strand him. As Campbell, Devers, Casas will lead us off as we enter the 6th inning and later. But still, the offense, where is you? I mean, this team is way too talented to be doing stuff like that. We did end up going to Luis Perales. Obviously, Crochet didn't have his A game, was also up there in pitch count, so we pulled him early. We're going to go Luis Perales for maybe an inning or 2 here as we try to close things out and just kind of keep us here. Perales in his rookie season last year was great out of the bullpen, and eventually Todd Rudy is going to come in and make his major league debut. Todd Rudy, a guy we converted from a starter to a reliever, and we thought, hey, this is a young kid, just 19 years old. We thought, hey, this is good enough to be in the big league bullpen, and he gets Sal Frelick out for the final out of the 7th inning. Very excited about our bullpen. Obviously, Perales, we were talking about earlier, and give you some length, is a starter that we want to keep as a starter. Just don't really have a spot for him right now, and maybe we don't have a spot for him. This is Theo Gillen's first hit as a member of the Red Sox. Everyone clap, everyone clap, everyone clap. I hope you're clapping. I was clapping. You can hear me clapping. But we have a really good bullpen. We have, likes of Kopech, and we added Hunter Gaddis. We added Griffin Jacks. We added, we kept guys like AJ Puck. We put in Rudy. We still have some other players who are incredible. This is the first strikeout for Rudy as he gets Kobe Mayo looking. And with Jordan Walker coming in, we will look at the first appearance of Hunter Gaddis, it looks like. Griffin Jacks are mulling it over. We will start warming up Griffin Jacks, but we will put in Hunter Gaddis, and that will be it for Rudy as he is going to come out. Here comes Hunter Gaddis. And 98.2 innings, or 2/3 innings with Cleveland last year. He was absolutely solid. One of those guys who no one was really going after him, so we went out there and made the move. And that's exactly what we get. That was a smart move by us. Gaddis goes out there, gets the double play ball, and that will be it for the inning. So 1 pitch is all it takes. Take my breath away. Something until infinity, something like that. Shout out Dua Lipa. Do you like Dua Lipa? You should. Either way, Luke Little's coming out to close things down. Christian Campbell leads us off here in the 9th inning. No hits for him today, and that will continue. Gets the fastball center cut that he wanted, but just gets under it, pops it up to center field. Stowers is there, and 2 gone in the inning. Rafael Devers 1-2 count, however, gets a hanging sweeper and puts that one into 2035. 427 feet later, it is gone. Home run by Devers, 102 off of the biggity bat of Rafael Devers, and that is a long home run to bust things open here. Or not bust things open, but bring us within a run. Now it's just one solid hit, two solid hits, and we're right back in this thing. Sweeper this time. The Costas was located a lot better. He swings and misses over the top of it. The National Fuqua, you are our last hope on his Obi-Wan Kenobi shit. And perfect in the left field. Perfect. And he is standing on first base after an exit velocity of 101 on the single. Now that brings us to, I believe, Roman Anthony. 2-2 count, lefty on lefty. Hits this one into left field, but very much playable. A can of corn to Elliot Ramos, and that will be that. The Astros, the Rangers, they win game number 1 of the 2030 season against us. And I don't like that. Didn't quite care for that too much. But they do win. It is what it is. Game 1 of 162 finally in the books. And we got 4 with the Rangers, so hopefully we don't get swept. That'd suck. That'd be an awful way to start a season. Hint, hint, wink, wink, whatever. It is what it do be. But Cease was pretty good. Crochet, honestly, 5 innings, 3 earned for the first start of the season. Whatever. I'm not really going to be putting too much stock into that. We saw what he did last year with the Cy Young appearance, or Cy Young award. But this is what we all came for. It's Paul Skeens time, baby. Elliot Ramos, former Red Sox, absolutely shoved it up our ass. And here he is, leading the league in OPS with 3,000 OPS. Incredible season. That'd be the greatest season of all time, even better than anything Barry Bonds ever did. So Elliot Ramos, the real deal Holyfield. Saw Ryan McMahon, or not Ryan McMahon. You did see Ryan McMahon, but you saw Brendan Donovan on that list too. Another former Red Sox. So if you came and played with us, you probably sucked with us. And then you're really good somewhere else. But here is the first pitch of the Paul Skeens era. On the ground to short. And that will be the first out of the inning. Paul Skeens is so nasty, dude. Like, he's so filthy in real life. You can't even, he's like not even that good in the video game. Like, you know how good you have to be better than you are in the own video game? Gets an absolutely filthy pitch, 101 top corner, just clips it. And Paul Skeens gets Corey Seager looking. Now, this is also coming off the heels of last week. At the time that I'm actually putting this video out, I'm recording this part the day before the video actually goes out. So last week, that was the Peyton Tolley debut with Paul Skeens on the bump in Boston. My dad was at the game, actually got a video of the Roman Anthony home run against Paul Skeens. I mean, this is the best pitcher on the planet currently. Between him, Scooble, and Crochet, it is what it is. In this game, probably still those 3 near the top. And we got probably the 2 best pitchers in the game signing Skeens, the deal we did. Well over $300 million for, I believe, 9 years, 8 years. He's going to be in Boston for a very, very, very long time. Just like 26, 27 years old as well. 28 at the max. We still have him for 3-4 years before he starts regressing. And even then, his numbers are going to be so high that when they do regress, if they even do, he's still going to be an absolute gem of a pitcher, which is so crazy. Is getting hit around here a little bit in the 3rd inning. And they played the first run off of him. I thought he was going to go the entire time, not even giving up a run, which would have been sick. But alas, it is a long season. Things do happen. I think that's Sal Frelick again. I think I hate Sal Frelick. Ezekiel Duran, he is down looking 101 at the shins, the knees this time, excuse me. And another strikeout for Skeens. He will finish the day with 6 of those things. We've seen 2. Here's Seager getting some revenge, putting this one past Costas into right field. It's Anthony up and firing. But yeah, Paul Skeens is so good in this game. All his secondaries have incredible control and break. His fastball touches like 103, 102, 103. Has outlier. Has all the meta pitches. He has the sinker and the fastball and the changeup and the curveball. Throwing a slider as well and a sweeper. Like, just absolutely insane, the pitch mix and the ability. Has that curveball for lefties to go over the top of it. Obviously has the sweeper slider combo against righties to go away from him. Jordan Walker now getting in on the fun. Another former Red Sox who bangs this one up against the wall. Runner had to hold on for just a second, make sure it got there, but he will still score all the way from first base. And Jordan Walker scores Elliot Ramos back-to-back hits on former Red Sox that we didn't sign to sign this current Red Sox in Paul Skeens. Other way goes Jack Sawinski, former teammate of Skeens, a dive in left field by Riley Green. He goes airborne with it. And just like that, we give up the lead. Skeens not as sharp in this first game as you would have liked him to be. But, it is what it is. Frydenberg will go down swinging on the slider. Skeens, another strikeout. He didn't even realize how many outs there were. We're still looking for the ball, but whatever. A very good fifth inning, and it finishes off with an exclamation point. Another 100-mile-per-hour pitch right by Duran. Or Duran, I think. He is Duran. I think he's a Duran. And that will be it. Corey Seager speaking, that will be it. We'll get a base knock off of Paul Skeens. I believe this is the point where they do pull Skeens. So, not the best Red Sox debut, but not the worst. He's going to leave with the no decision in play. Went 5+ innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, no walks. Did punch out 6, like we mentioned before. Trust me, we will be seeing a lot of dominant Paul Skeens, and make sure to follow, subscribe, and put your notifications on so you can see that video on Saturday where you play as Paul Skeens, and I bully the CPU to make me feel better about myself. But not the greatest first showing by Skeens, but trust me, the next showings are going to be really, really, really good. So we do pick things back up in the 9th inning here as it was still tied 3-3. Pete Fairbanks on the mound and goes 1-2-3 on my at-bats against some of our youth. Anthony Meyer and Gillen at the bottom lineup all strike out, all make me very upset. And speaking of making, I think I hate Sal Frelick. Sal Frelick, buddy, what are we doing, pal? And Texas Rangers win. Jesus Louises. Sal Frelick hates the Boston Red Sox for a reason unknown to me and just makes my life a living hell. I appreciate that, Sal Frelick. Trust me, my life is already like that as it is. You don't need to make it worse. Gaddis can't get that pitch in. That hit him on the fucking hip. I don't even know how the hell he gets wood on this, let alone dumps into left field just in time for, a close play at the plate. That throw is on the right hand, the third base side of the plate. Probably it out, but it's not. But we get a chance to jump into this moment against Texas, and we are down 3-0. We lose this one. That's a 4-0 sweep. Riley Green, already a home run in this game, had 36 a season ago, and a chopper down to shortstop, flicked over eventually to first base where Seager makes the play. And you turn 2. So you had a golden opportunity, one of your most clutch hitters by rating up at the plate, one of your best hitters just in general up at the plate, had the chance to tie things or even take the lead in the 8th. You ground into double play. Here in the 9th, as Ceddanne Rafaela takes second base, Rafael Devers can't move him to third as we bring things up to Tristan Casas at 267 early in the season. That sweeper was begging to be put in the stands, and Casas just laid on it. Then 2-2 count to Fuqua. He swings and misses at the high heat. And damn if you do, damn if you don't type pitch. It's perfect pitch for him. And we take things into the bottom of the 9th. Still tied. Some traffic on the base pass as A.J. Puck is in. Gets a big strikeout and then gets another big strikeout. Coming in relief and doing the damn thing. A.J. Puck, you monster. 2 outs in the 10th inning. Theo Gillen have a really, really good game. He was 2 for 3 before this one. Make it 3 for 4. As Gillen going to turn all the way into second base, scoring the run from second, switching places, and And the Red Sox have taken the lead here in the 10th inning after Theo Gillen's RBI double. First big game from him in his big league career. Again, had a cup of coffee with Tampa Bay this offseason before we traded for him, where he sent them David Hamilton, who's been an all-star for them, and Justinson Garcia, the password. McGillen has been awesome. It is Ceddanne Rafael getting a piece of this one, but just got under it enough where it wasn't hit too hard either, and it hangs up for Ramos. But Gillen does take the lead as his double could be the difference, could be the answer. We are going to keep A.J. Puck out there. You have the lefty-lefty matchup, but then also, why is Kevin Alcantara in the game of catcher? He came in as a pinch runner, and the game never changed it. We do put Carlos Narvaez in there, and Jack Sawinski now would have been one out runner at third. Makes it a tie ball game because of the wild pitch that was thrown directly at Kevin Alcantara, who, fun fact, is not a catcher. We do bring in Michael Kopech here to try to stop things, and Theo Gillen gives a dive, but right past him, Jacob Amaya puts a second runner on board for the Rangers. It is still 2-2 as well, and it is what it is. Jim Stevens in the game, a sacrifice bunt put down. Kopech, the only one that can field it, fires over to first base for the out. Sal Frelick's here, fuck that, put him on first base, also sets it the double play. Also makes it so if someone else beats me, fine. They will suicide squeeze, and that bunt does not get down. Narvaez doesn't get to it either. Chopper, Gillen goes over to third, he misses the bag. Because he misses the bag, that was the right play. Personally, you have to get over there. Durank has wheels. Kind of time it up, so you try to go to third. I didn't hit square, just ran over to third base. Usually that auto locks. You just missed the bag, or I pressed first base button too soon. Either way, that's a hell of a way to lose a ball game. You have the double play right there. Gillen's a good enough fielder where you should have done it. Combination of me and the game, it is what it is. I digress. So we do get swept by Texas to begin our season. Awesome. That is what you want to do, I guess. Here we are against Cole Reagans and the Baltimore Orioles, a team that we were chasing and fighting all year with, then ended up dumping them in the playoffs last year. So some bad blood here. They have some of our former players in Garrett Whitlock, Will Vest. At least they did have him last year. Spent some money on Jack Samaro to go patrol center field. And here we are in the 6th after a fly out and a walk. It is bases loaded to out for Roman Anthony, who is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, hitting .300 on the young season. However, not the best against left-handed pitching, and proves it here. It's a little bit late on the fastball. He timed up a little bit better. I'm sure that's a gapper that's going to score multiple runs. But alas, it's me. You know I'm not good at this video game. You pop up. Colin Holderman is in. Oh, makes Marcelo Meyer me. I know it's me. Look absolutely silly. Theo Gillen, the ball gets away. Runner moves up to second base. Contreras there to pick it up. You have a runner on scoring position. Some speed in scoring position as well. 75 speed for Roman Anthony, which ain't too shabby. I'll tell you that. Theo Gillen also in .318 on the season, so he's having a scorching start to his Red Sox career, and times it up good, had the sweeper down the middle, mistake pitch that should have been absolutely destroyed. It's a weak chopper, and we will return to simulating, and the Baltimore Orioles win again. So you have not seen the Red Sox win yet. You just haven't. You statistically have not seen them win in 2030. Baltimore wins, and we move on to the home opener against St. Louis, but so far not so good for the Red Sox, who this series is tied, but find themselves in a little hole to begin the season. But we are back at Fenway Park, a cathedral of baseball for the first time. You know how in Christmas time or around this time of the year, people have that Mariah Carey video of her in ice and say she's thawing, and you just can hear All I Want for Christmas slightly in the background. All November, December, January long, you just had a frozen picture of Fenway. You can just faintly hear Dirty Water, and every day it got a little bit louder, and here we are. It is time to play that Dirty Water. You can see the projections. We actually went down 4 wins because we did not take care of business early on in the season. But alas, a new season, a brand new feel. It's April in Boston. The Sox are in Fenway Park for the first time. No better time in anyone's life than this. Drew Thorpe is going to get the pill on opening day here in Boston, and he will get Salvatore Ramirez to ground out to third base for a 1-2-3 inning after a rough showing in Texas. And it will be Jesus Luzardo, Rockies legend Jesus Luzardo. Without Jesus Luzardo, we do not win that first World Series, I'll tell you what. And without him, we probably don't win the second World Series because we traded him for some key players for that second World Series. I digress. He does strike out Rafael Devers. I don't like that too much. Marcelo Meyer will be our first base runner. He goes up the middle with a 107 exit velo single off the sinker right up the middle. And we have a base runner here with 2 down. And again, impressive by Meyer, who does that lefty-lefty. Another lefty matchup this time goes to Luzardo as Theo Gillen goes down swinging. And we strand the runner over there at first base. Here comes the first base hit for the Cardinals as Freddie Fermin goes off the Red Sox logo on the monster, but a long single as Gold Glove caliber defense out there in left field. Riley Green finally really figuring out the monster for the first time after a full season playing behind it last year. Roman Anthony retreats back and picks up the F9 as Victor Robles can't move the runner along. And as we hit in the bottom of the fourth, it is 1 hit apiece for each team until Christian Campbell gets our second hit right back up the middle. Very similar to the Marcelo Meyer hit, not as hard hit. Actually only 85 off the bat, 95 off the bat. The other one was 107. But a sinker up the middle nonetheless. And the other way on the sinker, 105, 106 off the bat from Rafael Devers. And now we got 2 on, no out for Tristan Casas and the big boys behind him. Casas did nothing with it, but Ashton Fuqua will. This one will land softly, but just roll all the way into the track. Trouble playing it out there in right field. 2 runs will score. And wow, what a play by Ashton Fuqua, just putting that perfectly. Not hit too hard. Hit right over there the second baseman, and they were playing. This is kind of the only angle they had. You know, they were playing, it just kind of really split them beautifully. It is what it is. Theo Gillen trying to drive that run home. The number 7 prospect in all of baseball who played third base. Number 7 third base prospect in all of baseball. He flies out, and Ashton Fuqua ends up the hero of the inning. Again, a double, 2-run double for Fuqua. And lights out. That's what this pitching matchup has been. We just want to show that quick when we jump into the 6th inning because still nothing going on. Christian Fuqua will lift this on Christian Fuqua. Christian Campbell will do what Ashton Fuqua does and will double to right center field. This one hit more in the air on the line, and the 4th double for Campbell as he continues to try to add to that 30 double campaign he had last year and try to make it 40, 50 doubles. I think he has that potential in him. Ends up being first and second. Marcelo Meyer grounds it softly to second base, and they will finally put them down. But Drew Thorpe has been Thorpin', and he gets a big 4-6-3 double play to get through 7 innings, still under 100 pitches. He has been outstanding. Drew Thorpe, have yourself an afternoon, especially after a tough loss he took in Texas. He only got 4 1/3 innings pitched or whatever. He has been outstanding. And speaking of outstanding, Michael Kopech has been outstanding since coming to Boston. And he's finally earned the closer role. And it does get up a leadoff double here to Gilbert Figueroa. And that's not great. It's not fantastic, especially since the only offensive highlight we had to show, other than a couple of singles, was the double by Fuqua that played 2. Other than that, nothing offensively. We've missed a whole lot of this game because there really wasn't much to show. Robles swings and misses at the cutter outside. Mason Wynn will step in, try to do better. He won't. Well, at least move the runner up, so I guess technically better. Almost gets there, or gets to first base after the wild throw by Campbell. He had some more time to take if he wanted to, but it ends up applying the tag. Cost us a good job at first base. Salvatore Ramirez flails and misses, and we finally get a win, and probably the most important day, home opener at Fenway Park. Again, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We're 299 subscribers as of me recording this. 300 right there. You could be our 300th. That'd be super fun. But Kopech gets the second save. Drew Thorpe was an absolute animal. He pitched phenomenally. Jesus Luzardo did good as well, but not good enough. And that will do it for the gameplay. So first 10 games of the season have come and gone, and very disappointing for us. We only picked up 3 wins. Got swept by the Rangers. Lost this series to Baltimore, but win this series against St. Louis. We do have an easy first month for the most part. Toronto, Chicago a couple of times. Cleveland's not that bad. The Rays were bad last year. Seattle was bad last year. So if you're going by last year's standings, these next 2 weeks you really aren't playing hard baseball games. And then after that you have like Toronto, Minnesota, Kansas City. But new year, new teams. Over a real tough start. We will see how this team bounces back. We will see if we'll finish up April most likely in the next episode. And probably play with Paul Skeens a lot. Anyway, if you enjoyed the debut of these guys and all that stuff, then make sure to hit the like button. And another new season in the books. We will see you when we return next time on Tisbury 33 Games.